Hello, hello. My name is Ofo Dude, and welcome to a new video. Uh, it's been a it's been a minute, couple months since my last upload, so I figured now would be a good time to get a new video out there. This is a commission for a friend of mine. I was to draw two characters and a background, and this piece took me roughly 7 hours to complete, if I'm remembering correctly. It was actually kind of challenging. I didn't realize how hard this was gonna be, but hey, it's all part of the learning process, you know. It was still a really fun piece to put together. Excuse me. It was still a really fun piece to put together, all things considered. I was pretty much drawing my friend and her boyfriend. Both of them are friends, actually. I was just drawing them together in this scene. I don't remember where it was. I don't remember where it's from, and I feel like I should. But they were pretty much in front of a phone booth, and there was like a wall behind them with a house. I think drawing the background was the most challenging part of this, especially when you're someone like me and you can't quite get the perspective right, even though you could swear you know perspective like the back of your hand. Uh, I haven't done a video in a while. It's been a couple months. Even for this video, I couldn't really think of a script for it, so I'm kind of just freestyling it right now. Hope you enjoy that. So, how have you guys been? I'm at, I'm pretty sure I'm at like 12, or if I'm gonna be so bold, maybe 23 subscribers. Either way, I'm sure everyone who's subscribed to me is someone that I know in real life at this point in time. So, how's your day been? How's your day been? Things have. I've just woken up. I I might as well record my voice for a video and get it out there. Actually, while I'm doing this, I might as well talk about my very first commission. That way, I feel like I've talked about something meaningful in all this rambling. So, my very first commission is actually a pretty funny story because I was still new to the ball game as far as commissions go. I don't even think I had my prices down yet. I was sort of just throwing darts in the shadows when I was making my commission prices. But uh, I work as a security guard, right? And every time I show up, I'm just taking over a shift from someone else. So when my coworkers saw that I was doing my art thing, on Clip Studio, and he was asking me if I could draw him uh, some art for tattoo, and I said, "Sure, why not? Like, are you willing to pay for it?" And he said, "Yeah, I'll pay for it." And I'm like, "All right, bet." So he asked me to draw Captain America with Deadpool, and it was, to this day, it's not the weirdest combination, but I could think of a better, you know, a better partner for a picture with Captain America, but those were his two favorite Marvel characters, so I guess it made sense. But anyway, he asked me to draw both of those characters together, and it took me, I want to say, roughly 6 hours, maybe 7 hours too, probably a little more, to get the whole thing down. And during that whole time, I was sketching stuff for him. He was asking me to make changes, here and there, like put a gun in Deadpool's hand, put a Thor's hammer in Captain America's hand, put a ribbon around them with a really cringy message, I might add. Uh, but the main problem with what I was doing was that I had basically been working on his commission the whole time and showing him screenshots, very high quality screenshots of the drawing the whole time as well. And I did that all before asking for a payment, right? And that's rule number one for not just for commissions but for anything really, is to never give the product without a payment. You'd think I would have known that already, but for some reason it just didn't click. I was very new to the ball game here, so I guess stuff like this was bound to happen. So pretty much I had shown him the last detailed screenshot I had shown him. It was pretty much finished. The artwork was pretty much done. I got the characters the way he wanted. I got the ribbon and everything. I did everything he wanted me to do, and I told him total for all this. I told him before I started working on it, obviously, the price of it. I told him it was $60. And he was like, all right. And when I showed him that last screenshot, he said, yeah, I'm going to pay for it. I'm like, okay, cool. A couple weeks later, I contact him again. He's like, and I'm like, hey, do you got the money for the commission yet? And he's like, no, not yet. I'm still trying to get the money. And I'm like, okay. 3 weeks after that, I ask him again, hey, where's the money? And he's like, man, I've been working. I'll get the money to you soon. I didn't forget about you. The whole song and dance, you know what I mean. Uh, point is, I never got the payment. I basically drew 2 characters for him for free, and it's all because I wasn't very careful with what I was doing. So, moral of the story is, don't, if you're doing a commission or doing any sort of service or product, none of you guys who are listening to this need to hear this. Of course, you guys already know better than me, but don't give the product before getting the payment. That was a lesson I learned that day. I felt that day, I said that day, and it was really like some weeks it took me to realize that what I did was a huge mistake. Oh man, just looking back on that, I felt really silly. I'm like, man, this is the one thing that I shouldn't have messed up on, and I messed up. So I felt really silly, but the important thing is I never made that mistake again. Oh, actually, that's a lie. Oh, that's a lie. That's for another video. I actually made the same mistake again, and funny enough, this turned out to be my worst commission ever. But that is for another video, so get excited for that. Oh man! But after that second instance, that's when I finally, for real this time, learned my lesson. man, it sucks when you work on something like that and you think you're gonna get paid for it or compensated, to say the least, and you don't, only because you were too clumsy. And that's exactly what happened to little old me way back in, I think this was 2019. It's funny too because during that during that whole exchange, uh, I told you he was my coworker, right? During that exchange, when he made the commission for, or when he commissioned me to make the artwork for him, right? He stopped working where I was working, and before long I completely lost contact with him. He stopped working where I was working. He didn't work anywhere near where I was working. So we stopped like seeing each other on a regular basis, and before long he just wouldn't answer any of my calls or nothing. So I I lost out. Oh man. Oh man, never gonna make that mistake again. Except for my worst commission, which again, that's for another video, likely my next video. I have a lot of these recordings saved up. I usually record myself when I draw, like finished artwork, not much for sketches. I might do some live sketch videos here soon, just to spice things up a bit. So look forward to that, cringe. You think I'm stuttering and flipping around all my words right now, then I'm pretty much doing this unscripted. You haven't seen nothing yet. You haven't seen nothing yet, so can't wait to see all that. Anyway, I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. I'd like to thank you guys for watching once again. My name is Ofo Dude, and I'll see you guys around.